You are currently standing inside a miracle that someone else, at this very moment, is desperately begging for. It is a quiet truth, easily missed in the rush of our deadlines, our worries, and the constant hum of our digital lives. We spend our days waiting for the big answer, the promotion, the healing, the breakthrough, the restoration. We look toward the horizon for a spectacular sign from heaven, all while standing on the holy ground of a prayer already answered. Right now, in a corner of the world you may never visit, a person is lying awake in a dimly lit hospital room. They aren't thinking about their career or their bank account. They are counting. They are counting the rhythm of a machine, measuring the depth of their own breath, and hoping, with a ferocity you cannot imagine, that their lungs will not fail them before the sun rises. Meanwhile, you just inhaled. You didn't have to remind your chest to expand. You didn't have to negotiate with your nervous system to stay online. Your body simply moved in harmony with the air around you. You might call that biology. You might call it the natural order of things, but heaven calls it mercy. It is a whispered yes from the Creator, sustained second by second, beat by beat. We are drowning in blessings we have grown blind to. We have become experts at noticing what is missing while becoming functionally illiterate in the language of what is present. Think of your senses, those 5 gates through which you experience the world. Somewhere, silence is a heavy, permanent companion. There are those who have forgotten the sound of a bird song, the crackle of a fire, or the pitch of a loved one's laughter. And yet you heard the world wake up today. You heard the hum of the refrigerator, the distant roll of traffic, the melody of a song on the radio. That wasn't ordinary. That was a curated gift delivered specifically to your ears. There are eyes that will never see the spectrum of a sunset again. There are people who would trade every earthly possession they own just to witness the way light breaks through the clouds after a storm. You glanced at the sky today, and perhaps you thought it was just a Tuesday, but the angels noticed. They saw you walk through a gallery of grace that others are still praying to see. We often grumble about the routine of our lives. We complain about the commute, the chores, the same old dinner. But what you call routine, heaven calls provision. Every bite of food you took today was a response to an ancient prayer, "Give us this day our daily bread." There are mouths praying for that bread tonight. There are parents putting children to sleep with empty bellies, whispering promises they aren't sure they can keep. To have enough is not a right, it is a kindness. To have a roof that holds back the rain is not a standard, it is a sanctuary. Look at the shoes on your feet and the clothes on your back. Think of the unseen hands that God used to clothe you today. The farmers in distant fields, the weavers, the drivers, the stockers. The world keeps moving because God is working through the ordinary labor of ordinary people. When you look at your life, do you see a series of transactions, or do you see a chain of miracles? Scripture does not say give thanks when the bank account is full, or give thanks when the diagnosis is clear. It says give thanks in everything. This is the hardest discipline of the soul. It means giving thanks in the middle of the mess. It means recognizing that even when life is heavy, and it is heavy sometimes, you are not abandoned. Even in the waiting, you are held. Even in the silence, He is working. Gratitude is not a mask. It isn't a fake smile we wear to pretend that pain doesn't exist or that our hearts aren't breaking. Real gratitude is the defiant act of recognizing that grace is still present, even in the dark. It is the ability to say, "My heart is heavy, but it is still beating. My path is rough, but I have the strength to take the next step." In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus healed 10 lepers. All 10 received the miracle. All 10 felt their skin become new and their strength return. But only one, just one, turned back. He fell at the feet of Jesus and said the words that changed the atmosphere of a life, "Thank you." The other 9 weren't bad people. They were simply busy. They were caught up in the excitement of their new lives, rushing toward their futures and forgetting the giver in the thrill of the gift. Don't be the 9. Don't take the breath and ignore the source. Don't take the sight and ignore the light. Don't take the life and ignore the way. As you sit here, remember this. You are already someone else's miracle. You are living in the answers that your ancestors prayed for through years of tears and toil. You possess freedoms they never tasted and opportunities they couldn't have imagined in their wildest dreams. More than that, you have access to the creator of the galaxies. The one who commands the oceans knows your name. The one who counts the stars listens when you whisper in the dark. So pause. Let the rush of the world fade into the background. Exhale the boredom, the bitterness, and the not enough. Inhale the truth that you are sustained, you are provided for, and you are deeply, profoundly loved. You opened your eyes today. Over 100,000 people did not. God told your body, stay, and it obeyed. You call it biology. He calls it love. Close your eyes, take one more slow, intentional breath, and whisper it back to Him. Thank you. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are here, and that is enough. Before you return to the noise of the world, find one ordinary object in your room, something you usually ignore, and acknowledge it as a gift. For the next 60 seconds, let your life be a silent thank you. Don't just hear this message, live it. If this reminded you of how much you're truly loved, pass this miracle on to someone who feels forgotten today. Your life is a living answer. Pause, breathe, and give thanks. God bless you today.